name's Nick. I'm Matt. We're Insufficient.
Welcome to Insuphishient, episode 229, in a series of 500 in a band we like to call Phish. I don't know what day of the week it is. I don't care.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to us.
Does anything matter?
Not really.
Anyone can sing. Is that the line?
Let Trey sing.
Yeah, let Trey sing. Dude, that's a t-shirt.
Trey always sings.
That's a
but it's
t-shirt.
ridiculous.
Let Trey sing.
It's ridiculous. He always sings.
Do you think that, like, somewhere inside of Trey, he's got this, like, super sappy singer-songwriter song that he's written? He just doesn't have the fucking balls to play it for the band or for the rest of us?
No way. Because if he played... What's that one where it's like... I forget the name of it, where they're on the pirate ship. Soul Planet. If he's got the balls to play Soul Planet, he'll do anything.
That's a hot take.
Speaking of balls, like, how about the fact that these guys are absolutely destroying the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame voting?
Great question.
Like, destroying it.
Is it because out of all 14 of the potential nominees that Phish is just the greatest band that's there?
Well, I think
is it the Phish fans are fucking rabid psychos and we can't stop voting?
Correct. So I don't think that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ever had to deal with such an influx of voting because they didn't understand how intense the fan base is. Maybe for the Dead. They probably did for the Dead. So when the Dead got in, they're like, whoa. But I think the average voting
donated their life to Soundgarden.
No. That's weird. That would be weird. That would be very strange.
Dude, I've seen every single Soundgarden.
Or Chubby Checker. I devote my fucking musical career to Chubby Checker.
I would do that.
No.
Dude.
Once you hear a couple of his songs, you're like, okay, I get it.
It's all the same. Twist again.
It's like Chuck Berry.
You know
Same
what?
thing.
I think on Friday of this week,
we talk about Chubby?
is like in a few days, I'm going to fucking have like a dissergadamnation on Chubby Checker.
On Chubby.
Yeah.
And not the one in your pants.
Both.
Oh, okay. And how they connect?
Oh, they connect.
Yeah. They dock real nice.
Oh.
But I think if you look at the average voting, it's really what you see below Phish, right? That's probably what the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is used to. But they're not used to like 122,000 votes. Like, I don't think they're used to that.
I'd like to see what some of the other numbers were.
You did?
No. I mean, from other years.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I would too.
And that reminds me of the age-old question. If you're not above me, you are...
below me.
Yeah. Matt, I'm excited about today's show. First of all, I'm also excited about something else. You and I were talking over the weekend, and I listen to Phish Radio. You don't listen to it.
No, I don't.
I do. I really like some of the people on there. There's one person that we don't like. I like her. I like, was it Jonathan?
Yep.
And it dawned upon me that these guys do a free concert 3 times a day, usually the same one. And I think we should talk to them, get an idea of what shows they're going to do, and then we could talk about it, tell our fans, and then they can listen to Phish Radio. So it becomes
talk to Elisa?
But I mean, dude, don't give it away. Don't give it. But last week we talked about, or earlier this week we talked about this show that had McGrupp.
Yeah,
I hadn't heard McGrupp in a while. Was it Darian that we were talking about? I don't know what it was, because we talk about Phish all the time.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
And we don't even listen to the sound of our own voice. But the show that we talked about was on Phish Radio, part of it. Woo. I listened to it, including that McGrupp, and I was like, oh, I do like McGrupp.
Chicago, Illinois, 60652.
Time and reason for the season, bad. It's like a recap.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a recap song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. And it's not really played. But let's McGrupp
song.
So today I'm excited about this. Originally we were just going to talk about Slip, Stitch, and Pass. But I was
STP.
like, why? Right, what STP?
Stone Temple Pilots.
Yeah, why? That's good.
Dude, worse. Dude,
I saw that coming.
Is there a worse band than Stone Temple Pilots?
I just can't stand the lead singer and his.
And I
thing.
feel some... Dude, it is. You know what? It's pretty quintessential.
The dog began to smell her.
Grunge music from the 90s.
I prefer not.
I can't believe I went to high school during that shit.
Some of them got together with Guns N' Roses, and then they had.
I'd be into that.
Yeah, but that's what it's that fucking band, Velvet Revolver was.
Ooh.
Velvet Revolver was the lead singer, a couple of people from STP, and then Guns N' Roses.
Okay.
That was the mashup. So listen, we were going to talk about Slip, Stitch, and Pass, just that album. But it's like, why do that when we could just talk about the whole fucking show? Because it wasn't just those songs that were great. The whole show was great.
Whole show was great.
So Saturday, 3/1/1997. Can you say this name?
Yes.
Markthal? Markthal? It's in Hamburg, Germany. God damn it.
Markthal.
It's Markthal?
Markthal.
Yeah, Markthal.
Markthal.
And hamburger.
It's
in Hamburger, Germany.
Yeah, this place is crazy.
I've never seen what it looks like. I just know that Trey thought it was a really cool room because he talked about it in the show. He made reference to it.
They still do shows, not very many per year. So, like for 2025, they've got 2 shows coming up.
Yeah.
It's basically just a market.
Yeah. It's cool.
It is really cool.
So, sound check, bang a gong, get it on.
Get it on.
That's funny. I like that. I wish they played that song.
Get it on.
Dude,
I would cream my goddamn jeans to see Phish play this. This is... So, when SiriusXM, which we were just talking about, did the giveaway in Philadelphia and Phish played in front of 4,000 people, that was cool, but it was like a sit-down auditorium. And that takes away from that Phish experience. You need the mosh pit. And it's not a mosh pit.
You mean the one that happened a few years ago?
Yeah, the one that happened a few years ago. And so, like, seeing them in a club that holds, like, 2,000 people would just be insane. Cooter could do a scaled-down light, still make it great. I know the guy's got a big wing-wang when it comes to that. But it would just be cool. It'd be cool.
By the way, when we were talking about our emergency contact, somebody said Cooter.
Dude, I saw that.
I was like, yeah, okay.
I was going to write Brad.
Brad. Even though he doesn't work for you anymore.
No.
But here's the thing about the Philadelphia show. I didn't think it was a good show. It might have been scaled down, but it was not good.
Oh, no. There was too much pressure on it.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, so getting to the sound check, Funky Bitch, attack
Every
on the
time you saw me.
Yeah, attack on the bass. I don't know what that is, but
we got to find out.
I wish they had sound checks, man. Some of them do.
Some of them do.
I can find some of them.
But you know that they're out there somewhere. And so if you're that guy, probably Languedoc, who's just chilling, why don't you release some cool sound checks? Give us a peek behind the curtain,
sick.
You dick.
Just sound checks.
Yeah.
All right.
Matt, just sound checks. People want that.
Absolutely.
People want that.
I mean, I want it because I always bring it up when we talk about Snow.
I want it.
Set 1. Now, this was on the album Cities. Remember, the Slip, Stitch, and Pass album is a combination of Set 1 and Set 2.
Which is wild because it's flawlessly just 6 or 7 songs in a row that are just amazing.
I know, but it's like, why didn't they put all of it? Because it was all
They
really
didn't
good.
want to release 2 discs.
Oh, is that
bad
what it
for
was?
the environment?
Somebody said, because when we said, why did they put a live one on 2 discs? Someone says, don't you remember that it could only hold so much music on one disc? I was like, oh, yeah, shit.
You jackass. I said that on the podcast.
Oh, no, it's somebody
when the
reiterated
hosts aren't listening.
It's somebody reiterated. Set 1, Cities. this has got to be my favorite Cities.
I love this fucking song. I love it when I hear other people play it. I love it when I hear Phish plays it. It's a great song. Great version.
I love it when Trey says, "Are those things real?" Nice.
9. No, he says 9.
He says 9?
Not yeah, because that means no in
I
German.
know, but I thought he said nice. Are those things real? Nice. That's what I thought he said.
So you think he's playing this show?
Yes.
And there's like a chick with a rack in the front row.
That's what I thought the whole time. I've thought that for 16 years.
That is
17
way
years.
better than what I thought.
Yeah.
And
are those things
reality.
real? Nice. Yeah, that's not what he said. He said 9.
Oh my god.
Okay.
It's real? Nice.
Yeah, doesn't that make sense?
Dude, he high fives Fishman.
Yeah. That's
Has
great.
Trey ever seen a pair of boobs that made him high five Fishman?
You think they've Eiffel Towered?
Oh, I hope not. Oh my god, I hope not.
Do you think how disjointed that would have been? Like Trey would have been so much taller.
I need a go back button.
They
go
just
back.
They call it the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Okay. That's what it's called. Have they leaning towered? And no. The answer is no.
But it only is called that when it's Trey and Fishman.
Okay.
All right. Anyways.
Jesus. We're going to get banned.
So anyways, Okipa ceremony coming after Cities.
Yep.
I'll always take this.
Yep.
Down with Disease. Pretty nice Down with Disease for this one. Especially because I've been listening to the 94 Down with Diseases recently, and they just don't dive in nearly as much as they do later on.
I can see why they left it off.
What do you mean they left it? With this Down with Disease? It's
didn't,
good.
It didn't make it to the Slip Stitch Pass album.
It did not.
I see why Cities made it. Nice.
I think
Yo,
did Way make it?
Are those things real?
Nice. Yeah, that's
Nice.
so much better.
Way did make it.
Yeah. So this Way is funky as fuck, and I think they really loved the sound of where they were playing because Fishman's drums had such a fucking punch to it when he was playing that groove, which is a really funky groove in Way.
A funky groove to fuck
Trey's
to.
he's just like, yeah, because he can hear it just like slapping. And I love this Way. Really good. Really good Way. Coming out with some grab ass with Beauty of My Dreams. I think we're going to call any song that is bluegrass is grab ass.
The Del McCroy.
Yeah, Del McCroy. Yep.
One or other. Dude, this song, staple in 1.0.
I know.
Played once in 2.0, and then every now and again, you'll get one. It's
I love
good.
this song.
I like it. I'm not complaining. Wolfman.
This is good.
This made it.
This did make it. This
What's
was good.
Yeah.
This was good. I
Second
really
song to
liked
make
it.
Nice little 14-minute guy.
A little bit of chunk to it.
Dude, you can play this song.
Yeah, it had some chunk.
Yeah.
Now, okay, the next song is really, when I first heard it, like blew me the fuck away.
Okay.
Jesus Left Chicago. This version,
Greatest version.
I mean, if ZZ, I hope ZZ Top has heard this version. I'm sure they have. But I love it. It is so good. It's so well executed. When they break this down to like silence, and then you hear Trey just like holding those notes and just plucking away nice and quiet, and everybody comes down to nothing.
Yeah.
And the way they build it up, it just hits so good. So good. This is one of my top Phish songs of all time. This version. Reba.
Bum, 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 bum.
Dude, this is the quickest Reba I have ever. Not tempo wise. They pulled the ripcord on the jam. It did not reach any heights whatsoever.
No.
Didn't go anywhere.
No, they were out.
It was bizarre.
They were like, here I am, rock you like a hurricane.
Yeah, I was just listening to it. I was like, already done?
You guys,
what the fuck? They didn't
finished?
even peak. Didn't even peak. You know, hello, my baby. I love this because you totally can hear people be like, shut the fuck up.
I hate that.
I know.
Don't fucking shush me.
I think that's why Phish got the mics, were because they're like, I cannot stand listening to these assholes yell out, shut the fuck up to people.
It's way more intrusive than somebody cheering and clapping.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Plus,
Don't harsh my mellow.
They're also in Europe. People don't behave that way in Europe.
Yeah, right?
You know, learn your place. I think this is where Phish was cutting the heads off of everybody taking pictures.
This absolutely was.
Yep. Todd Phillips was there, man.
Dude, Todd Phillips, what a fucking jackass.
Yeah.
Sorry, Todd. You've made some of the best movies ever. And then at the same time, you're like, you know what? Funny's not funny anymore. I'm going to make the Joker 2.
The Joker 2 sucked.
Oh, my God.
It's interesting. Angry Rob was talking to me about...
I'm so fucking mad, though.
About Todd Phillips, and I told him, I said, I think this is one of his first movies ever.
Yes,
and
he's
like,
a young director.
Shit. So he was talking about when he was doing what fucking movie was that with Will Ferrell? And it was like
Old
his second
School.
movie. Old School. When he was doing Old School, he's in almost every single one of his own movies, by the way.
He is.
It is the first scripted line that he ever had when he knocks on the door. He says, I'm here for the gangbang. Yeah, yes. But it was Will Ferrell that came up with that for him.
No,
he's like,
no
no,
surprise.
No. He's like, you gotta, if you're coming, this is what I need you to say. Like, this is what you gotta say. And it's great.
I'm here for the gangbang.
So strange that he goes from Bittersweet Motel to Old School.
Well, he's a great filmmaker. I really do believe in him. I like his movies. I like, I can't think of any off the top of my head other than Old School. But that's a great one. He started to do Borat, and then he bounced.
What?
Yeah, because he gave an out to the audience because he kept doing the Office pan to Jim. So the filmmakers were filming Borat, and then they would turn to another filmmaker, and it kind of like gave that out. And the reason Borat's so good is because there's no out for the audience. It's just
you're in for the ride, dude.
You're like, ugh.
So, this makes sense. Well, he did all of the Hangovers, right?
Oh yeah, forgot about those. Those are great.
War Dogs, which I did not like.
I have not seen it yet. Saving it.
Due Date, great movie.
Hated it.
Well, it's basically Trains, Planes, and Automobiles.
Correct.
But you didn't like it?
No.
When the dog is jerking off in the back?
Too much like real life.
Too much like your real life.
Yeah, well.
Starsky and Hutch, it had its moments.
That was a good one.
It had its moments for sure. And Road Trip, not so sure. All right, getting back to it, ending with Possum.
Riding down the road, baby.
All Fall Down Signal, heavy metal style intro by Trey. Loved this.
Yep.
And still doing Secret Language in 97. That's interesting. I didn't know it lasted that long.
Oh, it lasted.
Okay,
long.
if they did a Secret Language now, would people get it?
Yes.
I think so. God,
but
I would
it has
love
to be Trey. I think Paige has done a lot of Secret Languages, and nobody saw it
or heard it.
Yeah, because that is too close to home.
Take a nice 15-minute break. Maybe got a panini or a sausage, sauerkraut. Being in Germany.
What is that? Sausage?
What is that? Set 2, opener Carini, shortest Carini of all time.
Period.
3 minutes and 53 seconds.
Hey, you want a Carini to last about as long as...
So did they get into this Carini and they were just like, yeah, we probably shouldn't have picked this?
No. Yeah, exactly right. They're like, no, we need to get out of here and we need to get to dinner in that movie.
You know what I realized about dinner in a movie is it takes a lot of cues from musical theater. Okay. There are a lot of musical theater vibes within dinner and movie that I didn't realize until recently hearing it back.
Okay.
If you're familiar with, I'm not exactly sure what part it is, but God, it reminds me of like Sweeney Todd or something. Parts of Sweeney Todd.
I hate Sweeney Todd.
Did you ever see the original?
No.
You've never seen the original?
No. I've only seen the Office version. I hate Andy from The Office, so.
Oh, yeah. Mike's song.
Yes, finally. Let's get into it. We're back, baby.
One of the best of all time?
Yes. Even though it's a slow Mike song.
One of the best of all time.
All time. Period.
This is when they're teasing the Doors. They slow it down.
They're
Mike's got
having
that.
It's funky ass shit.
It has got to be. I remember when I first heard this. I was like, I must have been 16. I was like, what the fuck? Is this an actual like written out song, or is like, how are they doing this?
Yep.
Lawn Boy.
Never a problem with Lawn Boy.
Nice breakup. And then just one of the all-time Wikipog's.
Yes.
And it's not a slow Wikipog.
No.
It's not a fast Wikipog. Well, you always called it a slow Wikipog.
It's not compared to some Wikipogs, it's slow.
Not like the one that they played in Mexico.
Man, that was slow.
That was so slow it was going backwards. Unfinished. Then Mango Song.
Yep.
Billy Breathes.
Above Those Trees.
I love that they threw this in here. I love that song. And Theme from the Bottom.
So good.
Hangout set 2. Encore, Taste, just a great 97 taste. It's got all the feels.
Yeah.
And yeah, go ahead.
No, it does.
No, please.
No, it's got the strange rhythms, great scales. Everybody's enjoying it. A lot of fun.
It's all knotted together.
Yeah.
Sweet Adeline.
My Adeline.
So that kind of concludes this whole show. If you haven't heard the whole show,
you
hear the whole show.
Yeah.
Don't just hear Slip, Stitch, and Pass. You got to hear it in context.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, if you're Phish Radio, why don't you play the whole show?
Do they?
They should.
They absolutely should.
You guys should. That's a good one.
Wolfman's included a Dave's Energy Guide, by the way.
I'll believe that when I see it. But what's really interesting about Phish Radio playing this would be that it's also a history lesson.
Absolutely.
Don't just entertain, inform.
Yeah. Careful with that axe, Eugene.
He's Matt. I'm Nick. We are Insufficient. Today, on a very special Insufficient.
What the hell is this?
I don't know. I hit the wrong button.
Shit.
Hey, man, this is why we need like a sound guy.
I sent you music.
Oh, for today?
For any day that you want it. It's depressing, dude. This kind of reminds me a little bit of like Miyazaki films, dude.
This is like Nick's
Spirited
Type
Away,
3.
like Spirited Away or something. Like, what's going on here? Careful with that X, Eugene.